All right. Hey, everybody. I have no idea who's going to hop on. It's like 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I had to come back. I had to come back right now because what did you guys do without me for the past couple of weeks? I mean, seriously. So I took some time off because there was a couple birthdays in the family, had to celebrate, kind of interfered with my days off and normal video recording time. And then, of course, I'm sure you've already heard the news, my daughter was found. I found her one morning unexpectedly, and she ended up passing on. So I was, taken by all the emotions and craziness from all that. So fast forward a couple weeks, I come back, I start catching up on all these YouTube videos, all these FenTubers, I start looking at the Facebook groups, and what did you guys do without me? I mean, Toby's talking about a change in the force. There's so much ugliness and negativity everywhere. People are bashing one another. I mean, seriously, apparently you guys really needed my tranquil voice and my positive attitude to guide you because there's just insanity out there. So I wanted to come on tonight just for a little tiny bit to kind of tell you guys a couple of really cool things. So what do I see? What have I been experiencing during this time? And I first want to apologize. I'm incredibly tired, had a rough night's sleep last night. I scheduled myself 5 days straight of 12-hour days at work, currently in a hotel, but while I was away and going through this traumatic period, what I saw from this community, from the community that you're in, is a tremendous amount of support and caring and giving and compassion and just amazingness. So, and you gotta forgive me, I'm looking at my stream health, it looks kind of bad, but I'm not used to doing this on my laptop, so nonetheless, I just really want to say that, I saw so much goodness out in this community, and that's kind of what I focused on, and, I really want to share some cool stories. Okay, first off, a friend of mine came to the hospital Saturday after I found Sammy, before she went and donated her organs, and he asked me if anybody started a collection yet, and I was like, a collection for what? Not even thinking about what was happening. And so I threw up my PayPal link on my Facebook page, not expecting anything. I know Joel had contacted me because he hadn't seen me do any videos for a week and saw me not really talking on the Facebook groups. He was worried. So he posted a live video on his Facebook group about what was going on. And then next thing you know, Janet's got it. I know Jeff Stevens was a big component. Like everybody just sort of gone with it. And you all know me. I don't hide anything. Everything's out in the open. And so next thing you know, I have people I've never met, searchers, subscribers to my channel, searchers I've never met before, donating money through the PayPal account. And I want to say, first off, I said, I would pay for final expenses. That's been covered. We're good with that. Second, medical expenses. Because she is over 18, a lot of the medical expenses I'm not 100%, have to pay. So that's good. So we sent out letters, and I'm saving about $2,000 in an account just in case some of them come back, because there were a few medical expenses that I had signed for to be responsible for. So a couple of them are in limbo, so that's sitting in an account. But there is still at least an extra $1,000, even after that $2,000, still left after everything's said and done. I mean, friends, family, the FenTube community has just been unbelievably supportive and generous. Okay, I think Jeff Stevens donated like a quarter of his monthly income. I mean, amazing. Just so many people just did amazing things with that. So I am looking into starting a 501c3. I think that's the right order of those numbers and letters. You all know me, and I'm even more of a mess right now because of everything that's going on. So I am looking to start a charity to help kids with diabetes. I know when Sammy was young, we sent her to this diabetes camp, and the only way we could send her, because money was super tight a long time ago, it was even tighter than it is now, was from a sponsor. So I would like to at least sponsor one kid every summer. If we can sponsor more than one kid every summer, I would love to do that, and then possibly look for other things too. Maybe kids, you know, or families that really need that financial support, because, you know, I know how tight it can be for families with kids with special needs. So, so stay tuned for that stuff, because I'm excited about it and I'm super supportive. But then I got an email from a searcher, and he had something super exciting to tell me, and literally every time I was reading his email, I started crying. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip because I'm already getting choked up over it. So, this guy, I'm pretty sure his name's Matt Milan. I want to say Millen, but I'm sure it's pronounced Milan. Him and his search buddy, Mike Robinson, and Mike's brother-in-law, Mike Miller, went out, I guess the week of the 4th, that weekend, and they went out searching for Forest Fence treasure. And of course, like all of us, they were pretty confident they were going to find it, but they took something really cool along with it. And let me get it queued up here. So they took along this beautiful little chest, okay, that says, "In memory of Samantha Utz," okay, in memory of my daughter, out there with them on the search, and they hid it somewhere in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe, okay, and inside of it, they put a picture of Sammy, a little, like a little, I can't even think what it's called, a charm that has Samantha on it, a rock, a painted rock that they found, and then I think it's an Indian sachet or something like along those lines. It's full of herbs, I believe. Don't quote me. Again, it's 11 Eastern Standard Time. Don't quote me on too much stuff right now. So, so that's really awesome. So if you go out there searching for Forest Fence treasure and you stumble upon this chest, do with it whatever you will. You know, maybe every time you go on a hunt, just keep something in your pocket just in case you find it, and maybe you can add to that treasure chest, you know, for Samantha. But it was super awesome that somebody was kind enough to do that. You know, Matt and Mike, I mean, just thank you so much for doing that. It was absolutely amazing. Like, it blew my mind. It blew my mind that you guys were thoughtful like that, and again, so generous in so many ways. Thank you. And then that you put Sammy's Legacy out there in the Rocky Mountains someplace north of Santa Fe for somebody else to discover and find. So, and if you find it, if you're one of the people that do find it, please let me know. I may or may not know the coordinates for it, but I don't want to share any of that. I want it, you know, I want people just to accidentally stumble upon it. I think that would be a lot cooler, you know, for them to see it and just think, ooh, wow, and then kind of remember who she was, or if they don't know who it is, maybe wonder about who she was. So, also, just to throw it out there, because I'm a total dork, I did make up a page on my website for Sammy, and of course, I don't know how to use this OBS software very well right now. So, but if you go to my odioussoul.com, click on the Sammy page, it does have a picture of her. It has the poem that I wrote for her for the back of her memorial card. And it also has all the videos that I made for her celebration of life. I spent a week making 6 videos for the celebration of life. 2 of them are eulogies from 2 friends that knew they couldn't get up and talk without crying at her celebration of life. So that was very therapeutic for me to do. There was a lot of tears shed over those videos, but you can kind of see what kind of a crazy kid she was and how much she was loved in those videos. So feel free to go check those out. So I'm just going to go through here and see who's all joined us. Let's see here. We got Chris Jones. We have K-Pro Chris Thor. Hey! Renee Slarv. Totally Not Mitzi. Chad Hefner. H. Purd. Mike Logie. Jeep Girl Jody. Jim White. Jeremy Branson. Man, all you guys are up late. But then I forget that it's only like 9 o'clock Mountain Time. So Alan K. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on and watching this tonight. I am back. Okay, I know I had a couple videos planned before I left. I can't say that this experience the past couple weeks hasn't changed me a little bit. So, and then going back and binge watching all the FenTuber universe, it's like I might have to change a couple of my video strategies coming up. So I know I definitely want to do one on the hidden. I know I want to do one on the 200-foot thing. And Lord knows where else I'm going to go, because I've been keeping notes as I watch all these other videos, and I'm like, what did you guys do? I mean, seriously, I was only gone, with 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks? It wasn't even that long. So, K-Pro, I'm not going to say what state. It's in one of the states, you know, it's in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, or New Mexico. If you're a good researcher, you should be able to figure out where Matt and Mike went searching this past week. So I know he posted some stuff on his Facebook page, so maybe even in a Facebook group. So that information's out there, but, you know, it's the thrill of the chase. You got to go looking for that info. So, and David, you know, you said, like, I'm so strong. Let me tell you, like, so many moms who've lost kids have contacted me, you know, ever since they found out. And actually, one of my coworkers had lost somebody, a son, a couple years ago. And she said, I used to get so mad when people said you're so strong, because I thought, what choice do I have? And I was like, never thought of it that way, you know. But the fact is, you know, life goes on. Life carries on. One of the songs I played during the Friend video that I made is a Peter Gabriel song called I Grieve. It was in that movie, The City of Angels. And it starts off very somber. And if you ever saw that movie, you know, it's about an angel who falls from heaven for this chick. And then, you know, like, they, like, do it. He wins her, they do it, and then she, like, dies by getting hit by a truck on a bicycle. Not to ruin the movie for you. But he has to carry on, because now he's on Earth. He can't go back to heaven, and the thing that he fell for is now gone. And how does he go on with his life and find new pleasures and joy? And I remember so long ago, you know, I watched that movie and I thought that was so true. Like, you know, as Americans, I don't think we view death very well. The inevitable is we all die. And we experience a lot of selfish emotions when loved ones and people we cherish pass away, because we don't want them to go for our own reasons, you know. As a parent, I can't say that there's not those thoughts like, what could I have done differently? What could I have done better? You know, but the fact is everything happens for a reason. And I have to have the solace in that. And if you've ever been to my website, long before this happened, I had, you know, the EH4AR on there, which is, you know, my hashtag. Everything happens for a reason. And as much as I'm always going to miss her, and I'm not going to cry on this live video tonight, you know, and as much as I wish that, you know, her life could have been longer and things could have been done differently, everything happens for a reason, and we have to learn to live and find reasons to live and be strong. You know, we have to figure out how to go on. And one of my things is I'm going to be spreading her ashes everywhere I travel to. So I actually got a little separate jar, and my goal is within 5 years not to really have any of her ashes left. I want to spread her all over the place. So, because she was definitely a gypsy soul. She was a wild child. She lived life by her own rules, and I did get her to travel quite a lot, but not enough. So I'm going to keep spreading her around a little bit. So, let's see here. All right. I don't know if I'm missing some chat on there, guys, but I don't know. I'm trying to look here. Again, new with the software, trying to figure out how to do all this on a little tiny laptop, which is not being very cooperative. Apparently my stream health is not the best. Can you guys hear me okay and see me okay? But anyway, so that's all I have. I just want to let you guys know I'm back. Okay, it's time to be positive again and be nice to each other. You guys have been so nice to me and so awesome. Hey, Sledneck. Hey, Laurie James. Save some of her ashes to leave when you retrieve the chest. That would be awesome, yeah. When I retrieve the chest, that's going to happen too, yeah. Really hope so. Bit of an echo, probably, because stupid laptop and hotel room. But thank you, Sledneck. So yeah, so guys, thank you so much for your support. More to come, and do me a favor, like, let some of Sammy's light shine this next week when you're posting things on Facebook groups, forums, things. You know, even if somebody says something stupid, and just completely off the wall, think of a way to reply nicely and be supportive of them. Okay, do that for Sammy. Do that for me so I can stop reading and seeing some of all this negative crap that you guys are putting out there. Not that you guys do, because you guys here are awesome, but some of the people that'll watch this video later, they know who they are. Alright guys, well I'm going to try to figure out how to stop streaming on this, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm back, now I'm going to hop in the shower and go to bed and hopefully get a good night's sleep on this hotel bed. So you guys take care, and you'll see more of me soon.